Hello and welcome to Amethyst Style Crafting. My name is Jane Allmark and I'm a UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And today you're joining me for making some tags. Christmas time we need so many tags for presents and gifts and flowers and all sorts of things. So I thought we would make some quick and easy simple tags using the Tidings of Christmas, which is a lovely 6x6 designer series paper. All sorts of, I've put it in a bag because my the packaging it came in didn't really, was a bit flimsy. So I put it in a bag, but these are 6x6s. You've got, I'm just going to give you a quick flick. You've got lovely traditional colours on one side, greens and beiges and all sorts. And then on the other side, again, you've got lovely traditional prints, just beautiful. And they're being 6x6, they work perfectly for some of the smaller projects that we do. So for tags, they work perfectly. So I've used those, and I've also used, which I think are really fun and cute, the sweet stockings. And they're the ones with the cats and the dogs and the stockings and things like that on. So I've done a little bit in preparation because it'll take too long otherwise. So what I've done is I have got a piece of cherry cobbler and I've cut, this has only taken half a sheet. It makes 8 tags. So half a sheet, and you will cut it at 3 inches by 2 inches. And you'll cut it at 3 1/4 inches by 2 inches. And that's just the way it comes out. I've then matted it in this lovely, see if I can remember the name of it again. I've just put a piece of paper in across as it so I can't, it's something Tidings. But I've got a brain like a sieve at the moment, so I can't remember things particularly well. Tidings of Christmas. So I've taken just 2 pieces of the crumb cake. We've got 2 that will be in a rather nice sort of leaf pattern. I've got 2 that are in a green stripe and 2 that are in a cherry cobbler stripe. So really lovely, simple, and all I've done is mat them. These designer series paper layers are 1/4 inch smaller. So these ones are 3 inches by 2 inches. So this will be 2 3/4 inches by 1 3/4 inches for the mat. This one is 3 1/4 by 2 inches. So this will be 3 inches by 1 3/4 inches. So literally just cut your mats 1/4 inch smaller. You don't, for little tags on presents, you don't need a huge amount of, you don't need to make great big huge tags. So I thought we would start with, I need some dimensionals. So let's get a pack of minis and standards out. And then we are going to start building up these tags. Okay, so I've got this really lovely cat. I absolutely love the cat. And I think the cat should really be on a cherry cobbler, a crumb cake, because I think that that will work better. So let's pop that one on with, we'll have a large one in there and we'll have a large one in on there. That should just pop him up nicely. So we'll put this one in like that, and the cat's going to go just in on the center because I think that looks, I just love the little face of the cat. Okay, we have got This one, which I have done with our scalloped circle, layering circles. And I was saying to you before, so you've seen some of these, that even if you've got little pieces around the side, cut them out, put them in, put a greeting in, and that'll work perfectly. So I think I will probably put him there. I'm going to see when I actually get to the end. I've got another one with the cat. So the cat could go on the green, or it could go on, actually it might go quite nicely on there because that matches up with the evening evergreen. We've got a lovely, now that could go on too. I'm just trying to sort of work out what bits I'm having where. I've got this lovely little mouse. I think the mouse will go quite nicely with the red on there. So maybe put him on there. I've got some stockings. This stocking works perfectly with that paper, which is lovely. And I think I'm going to put this little dog in on the top of there. So that will work on that one. We've got that stocking would probably go in on there, which is a sort of a red one. And if I have that, am I going to have a, I've got the dog that could possibly go up in on here. So that will work. We'll just have to take that to the bottom and put that there so his tongue hangs out. I've got this one with, not sure on that one. That might be because that's got the evening evergreen on there. So I could have that stocking, or I could have that stocking. That might work better with this just in over. In fact, I can have that in over the top of that stocking. And I've got one more. What am I going to put on this one? Shall I have this on there? That's quite a large one, but that'll probably work with the season's greeting. Okay, so that gives us, I think that will give us what we want on here. So I'm going to, these are going to be easy ones, the ones on the bottom here. I'm going to put them all on with dimensionals because I just want the height. So let's just put these ones in on there. And then once we've done those, we need to just finish them off with, let's put him there, carrying his little, make sure he's straight, carrying his little present, and this one on here. So these are very quick and easy ones to do, but they do make them look very pretty. And once you've decorated them up with some I've taken that one off, yes I have. Once we've decorated them up with some punch the holes and put some ribbon and things around, you've got, as I say, some very quick, easy, simple but pretty tags. And they're great as fun ones for animal lovers and just work well on presents with, as I say, people that got animals. But it's quite nice when you've got the designer series paper as well as the backing. You can obviously put these into little boxes if you want to, so you can give them as little gifts. Again, it is, I know a couple of my subscribers have turned around and said that they're doing craft fairs this year, so you know, lots of present ideas and things for craft fairs. So let's pop him right in on the center like that. So that's those ones done. And take those out and move the other ones in down so we can start doing these, because these are a little bit trickier because we've got the stockings. That one's done. So let's put these up on here for a minute. So we've got this one with the stocking in. So what I need to do is I need to put the dimensionals in on there and the dimensional in on this one. I'm going to do all of them at the same time. I'm using large actually for all of these because I think they work out better. So 2 and then 1 on top of this guy, and then again 1 on this one, and then 2 on the stocking, and then we should be able to get those in quite nicely. So that's our stocking on this one. So I need to make sure that the stocking is fairly far down at the bottom, because then, and it needs to be hanging at that angle. So I'm just going to have it just off because I want enough room to put the dog, and we can have him with his little head sort of over the top like that, because I think that that'll work better on that one rather than having it tucked in. This second one is going to be tucked in, and as I say, that one needs to come in again down at the bottom, and then we're going to have the little dog tucked in, and this time we'll tuck him in so he's then just got his little head poking up out of the top, and then put this one in. Now you can put a sentiment on the front as well if you want to, but to be quite honest, I think sometimes you don't actually need sentiments on everything. It's quite nice to just have things that are you know it's Christmas. You don't have to have the Merry Christmas on there because you're going to put your sentiment or your message in underneath anyway. Right, that goes in on the top. Okay, so we now need to get something like a crocodile, which I just got here, and we can then do the tag. Now with this one you can see it's right at the top. I'm going to do it so that the tag is over in this corner. You can do with the crocodile, you've got a large and small, so I'm going to do a small one in this corner, like that. And then again with this one as well, it's going to be a one in on the corner. And with this one as well, we're going to have the little hole in on the corner. So those 3 are in on the corner. This one can go slap bang in the center because there's enough room for that to happen. So that can go in the center. This one can go in the center. And these ones can go in the center quite easily. Get the little hole out. Sometimes it just sticks a minute. So there's that one. And this is the last one. So any little hole punch that you've got, just make your holes in the center, or as near to the center as you can. On the other side, you can put a to and a from. We've got lots of different stamp sets that have got a to and a from. Or as I say, you can write it. Now, Cherry Cobbler's not too bad a colour to see through, so we're going to be all right in there. And then I've got a mixture of ribbons. So on the ones where we've got this nice gold, I'm going to tie the gold metallic and also the which again is rather nice. This is they're all metallic ribbons. This is with cherry cobbler, and that one is just pure gold. So I'm going to do these two with the cherry cobbler, and you need about, what sort of size? I would say take 6 inches, because then that's enough to actually tie. So if you take, as I say, about 6 inches, make sure that you put a little slant on your edges, because you will find that particularly these sorts of ribbons, they do tend to fray quite easily, but we should be able to get them through on here. So pull them through carefully, and I've done it through the little hole. I could have done the slightly bigger hole, but I think it'll work all right. And then we're just going to tuck these pieces in through here, like that, and that should, if I can get the other one through. Come on, little tag. This is where, when you've got older hands, it can be quite difficult sometimes. So let's get this one. Come on. It's always on camera, isn't it, where you want to do things quickly and it takes a bit longer, but as I say, that's one of the things that you can sort of look at. So right, we're going to try and pull this bit in. Just pull that one in. So that's with 6 inches. But I think that that's quite pretty in there. And I'll do the other ones of those ones in that one. Then we'll have this one. So again, this, I'm doing it at about 6 inches, because I think that that makes it look pretty. Again, I'm just doing the edges down, putting them both together, and then we're putting it right. We're going to have that one in this one. So I just wanted to show you the different ribbons that you can use that will make it really rather nice and pretty, if I can get them through. Right, I'm going to just put a big hole in this one to save fiddling about. It won't make much difference. So you just take this in over the top of here, take it into a bigger hole. Right, so we just put these two ends in through this way. Bring them through. Says me, have I got them through? As I said, it's not the sort of thing to ever do on me, and ribbon on camera is always a bit of a fiddly one, but it's once you get it through, it's all right. Okay, so we'll put it through on here and then just tighten up. And if you find it's difficult to tighten up the ends, if you do one at a time, then you'll be able to tighten each side, and then it comes up nicely. So that's the gold one in on there. So we've got both of those two golds. Then I've got the one of my absolute favourites. I've got a new roll of it now, is the metallic mesh ribbon, which is absolutely beautiful. And again, on this, I'm taking about 6 inches, taking it in that way. Now with this, because it's quite thick, you can, or quite wide, you can just cut it down the middle. Doesn't have to be exact. So I tend to just cut it down roughly down the middle, and then we can have that will go quite nicely on, because you can then just pull it in together, and that will go quite nicely in on this. Let me just do it on one of these ones here. We'll take a larger hole in on there, and then we can just take the ribbon in, pop that through there, and take it up there. So these ones have come in the corner, but again, you know, when you've got it hanging on a present, it really doesn't matter. So I'm not going to put the other ribbons and things on, but it gives you an idea of the different ribbons that we've got, which are rather nice. And as I say, you can use any sort of colour combinations you want. So, you know, the silver, the gold and the cherry cobbler. But it makes 8 really simple, easy, quick tags that only take a moment. And you're using this lovely Tidings of Christmas designer series paper, which is 6x6, and then using the lovely cats and dogs in the sweet stockings as well. So thank you so much for watching. As always, please stay safe and well. Please be kind. Look forward to seeing you again. And if you are a new viewer, please look at subscribing. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.